Ah, greetings everyone. Welcome back to Albio 3. Pardon me. Just got back from the jungle biome as I gathered some more bamboo for the latest the Tales and Trails update. They added a bunch of new blocks that we need bamboo for. Henceforth, I gathered some on my own in reality, even, but actually not because this is actually real life, and I have not the game. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently since they added the new update, but sadly, this is just a prop. Either way, thank you for watching. Coming to watch this video today. We're going to be Today we're going to be speaking about the new Cliffs. I keep on wanting to say Cliffs and Caves update. I'm so sorry. My new game, or more of a map that I've created for you all, Pit City. Um, Pit City is a game base. It's basically a game, even more if it's more of a map technically, where the idea of it, you spawn out in a completely abandoned world, desolate of life, and you go around the abandoned ruins of the city and basically gather loot, supplies, and other items, only to then finally get to the main part, which is to go down deep into the caverns and gather exclusive items, fight mobs, and bring back up many other things that you can use to establish your own city and bring life to a whole new, life back to the abandoned lands that are located in the pit. The map is set in it's literally just a large pit where there are just bedrock covered all around each side of the world. The only thing left that you can use is the city itself. No grass, no trees, nothing. You have to you depend on the city and its resources for survival in order to bring back the world. There are. This has taken many. It's taken a week basically it has taken a week to develop this for you all. I hope you enjoy it. This now. I shall firstly now show you how the map is based, and then we'll move on to how I created all the blocks. Hey guys, so this is the basic map format that I have developed for our game. Anyway, it's the reason I call it Pit City is, well, because of what I call this large pit area. This large area around the map is bedrock, and how I want the lore to go is basically you're basically built inside this large, like, area, and the surrounding walls just foresee that you're actually, rather than it being a wall, it's more of like a downward slope of sorts. That you're more of like down in a hole where the place is. It's just a giant, plain deep in the surface. Now that you have seen the basic map format, I would like to explain that there is more to it, of course. That big gray blob is not just a whole map. It's more of a identifier to show where the map will be, and that's just the main layout of it. But currently within the city of Pit City, there are three main types of buildings that I shall show you now. Alright, so this is the three houses that I've developed, the buildings that I have created myself in order to, just be the main. This will be some of the main, like, this is going to be the basic main formats of the three buildings. This will be the basic format of these two. We'll get I'll show you the last one and then further explain it a bit later. Over here we have our library, our Blackstone library, or just a library. The libraries in this game are going to be extremely important to the whole advancement system as a whole. Now, you may have noticed how there was more than 3 buildings, and that is because there technically will be, from how it's going to be based, there are 3 main types of buildings that I've developed so far. The general office building, the apartment building, and the Blackstone library. The Blackstone library is the most interesting type of building. It's basically built from 3 different types. There is one. Each of them have their own sets of enchantments and materials and workbenches that you can use to customize your weapons and items after you get back up from the cave systems. But we shall get back to the caves in a bit. I shall now show how each of the Blackstone buildings have different items in them and work all in joint with one another to help you get your item and loot up to the best of its abilities before you go back down and continue exploring the caverns. Alright guys, so basically this is the 3 different buildings. As I said before, the enchantments work because each of them have lower to higher grades of enchantments books you can get in them, as well as different items you can use to alter or repair your weapons with. It's basically sort of like a blacksmith / library, I guess, but not really. But yeah, this is basically I basically just duplicated them and then add different items in each of them. Because of how long it took to debate, I've been going for a more of a quality over quantity sort of dimensions with most of the buildings that you can see in the game, rather than just pumping out a bunch of very low grade generic buildings. Even though many of them will look generic, it's good to note that just like the Blackstone library building, the other 2 will have their own custom areas with their own chests and different items in them, depending on which one you will go to. Now that we have finished this portion of the game, I shall take you to we shall now talk about the cave districts. Alright guys, so how I have built the dungeons in the game was basically I started with the items, and after many attempts to figure out how to planning how to construct the items and get them to generate in the dungeons, I developed probably one of the most tedious and inefficient ways possible, but it works. Basically what I've done is I constructed a row of chests and then aligned them with each item that will be in each layer. So this is this will be layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, and after I got done with that, you simply go wood, shovel, set the coordinates for where it would be on the map, and then you press done, and then you set wood pickaxe, and then set the coordinates, and then save, and then wood axe, set the coordinates, and then but I just went through all that, and this has to be the worst way to do it. There has to be a simpler way that someone's done to add randomized chests into the game, and I've just tried the worst way possible. Anyway, after that, to construct the walls for the caves, I simply took and built corner blocks as well as lines to make it more, make it seem slightly more, textured. If we go here to edit, then we can see that I added all the stuff that I showed in, such as the wood weapons, and then also the walls. These will generate These are all just procedure. I don't know if it's by technical standard this may not be considered a procedural generation since you literally have like all this, but basically I like to say it will randomly place the blocks in. And now that I've covered all of these bounds, I take you to the recorded footage that I got my brother to do, henceforth testing the game out. Alright. Have you considered like going and getting any enchantment books before you start?
I don't need enchantments when I have a shovel.
Alright, so you're just gonna make a bunch of shovels then.
Nope. One shovel, one pickaxe. That's all I need to beat the game. Just saying.
The goals for the game, I don't know if I can. The goals for the game are just to, he needs to get to the last level of the, all he has to do is get to the, like, the final level of the dungeons.
I never agreed to that. I agreed to make a shovel shrine at the bottom.
So you're going to go to the very bottom and make a shovel shrine.
Yes.
Alright,
I'm lost.
seems logical.
Damn bulky keyboards. Where's your...
You're used to using like keyboard keys, right?
Yeah, this is a big keyboard, just let you know.
Yeah, I kind of overthunk it. So how do you like the buildings?
They're okay.
Alright.
Got nothing I need here.
Any ideas for what I should make next?
Something that isn't about mining a hole.
Alright. Just more comfortable.
It's never bad to back down from a fight, you know.
Yeah.
You just get Gucci gang.
Alright.
You're lucky you have shovels.
Yeah.
Let's say this game's bogus. What? Yeah,
They're layered like 5 blocks in between to make sure that they don't end up accidentally colliding when they render into the game. At least like all the layers loaded in. That was like the big thing I was annoying about.
This. Drop.
And I guess the test is ended.
I have socks.
Well, my good sir.
Yep.
There's your donut. Would you like some tater tots? I didn't eat these for breakfast.
Good day.
Alright, bye. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the you guys liked this thing. I worked pretty hard on it and it's not gonna do well. I just have this horrible feeling. But that's okay. That's perfectly fine. I got some new I'm gonna some new stuff coming this week. We're gonna do some more Minecraft streams. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been Albio3, and goodbye.